Hey guys, it's Thursday. That means it's Warhammer Skulls, which all the video games are going to be revealed today. So we'll have videos on those later. But now it is the continuation of the road to 10th edition Warhammer 40,000. And on this week's episode, we have an older one, an out-of-print game, an infamous game from Games Workshop, Dreadfleet. This may in fact be Games Workshop's worst game, having that cool ET reputation that they were possibly destroyed. It was so bad. So let's find out ourselves. Is this really Games Workshop's worst game? Let's check it out together, shall we? Hello and welcome back to Warhammer Wednesday. I'm here with Jay.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, guys? So we have so far, what games have we played so far, Jay?
Oh my God, it's so many I can't count. No, we did Warcry, which is my number one so far. We did Kill Team. We've done Necromunda. Last week we had a couple iterations of
Aeronautica Imperialis. So we've been in the skies, we've been in the grounds, we've been in the ships, we've been out in the Underhive.
Yeah.
We've done everything, and now we're going out to sea in our first out of print,
yeah,
old school Warhammer game. Now this game has a bit of a reputation.
Yeah.
This game was considered a massive failure by some, and perhaps the worst game Games Workshop has ever put out.
Yeah, that is definitely debatable, though.
It's debatable.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I want to know. So I got a painted box set. This may be an incredible mistake, but we're going to try it out together. Dreadfleet has this reputation. It's kind of legendary amongst this. It's in the back alleys. People talk about it. Have you heard about Dreadfleet? Oh, yeah. That was that really expensive game that sold so poorly that Games Workshop pulled it from the shelves and destroyed them. Now that may or may not be true. I think what
it's a ET type
ET thing,
ET rumor,
legend.
Legend. That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
Well, I think it actually stems from, I think the Australian stores did do that, where they sent it back to their local headquarters, and then I think, rumor has it that the plastics were melted down to use something else because they just weren't selling. Another thing is, like here in Texas, Steve Jackson Games is known to do this, that if you're not selling a certain thing in Texas, you still get taxed on your unsold inventory.
Yeah.
So it's actually cheaper for them to buy them back or pull them back and destroy them to get the tax write-off.
Well, if it was in Australia, that makes sense, because sending them back from Australia to fucking UK is just that's not worth it at all. Yeah,
so that's probably what happened in that local region.
Yeah, that shipping,
and then that legend spread everywhere.
Yeah.
Basically, it was a very, very expensive box set. I think it was like but actually by today's standards, it's quaint.
Yeah.
But back then, this is like, what, 130 retail, maybe 150 retail. I don't really remember. But I think the caveat that turned off some Warhammer players was that it was a self-contained game that will never receive expansions. They're like, this is just one scenario, one kind of thing, and we're never doing anything for it again.
And it came at the end of Man of War. So
no, Man of War ended way long time ago. Man of War came out in 1993.
But it came at the end of everybody playing that.
Right.
And then this was the next iteration.
Right, people were excited.
They were excited. They're like, oh, Man of War 2. No, hold up.
This
pump
was
the brakes.
not Man of War 2. You're so right, Jay.
That's what
because that was me, because I like Man of War. I own multiple fleets in Man of War, and eventually we will get to Man of War. But this was something different. This was a self-contained box set where they took a lot of different races and put them all in, combined them. So you have the Grand Alliance, and then you also have over here's some of the ships that came with it. You can see there's a variety of different ships from different races, and they just kind of combined them into one. So we're gonna go ahead and play this now infamous game and see, is it truly that bad, or did it just get a bad reputation?
We're gonna see. Maybe
it was ahead of its time. There was, I think, a blog post of a former GW designer employee that just slagged this game and said it was awful. The randomness were bad. I don't think he created it, but he did a review on it on his own after he went off on his own. So it kind of has a bit of a reputation, and I'm very curious to see what we think of it.
Yeah, me too.
Now, I will give the game already. I was impressed with the artwork in this, so let me show you a little bit of that. We'll go ahead and go full screen here. So here is the rule book, and you open it up. It's got some great freaking art that really evokes the scene here. It's got a story that we read, and I can read it for you here in the future. And then just some great ideas on
nice
painting. Pictures. Really cool showcase on how to paint all these miniatures. And then it even covers, towards the end, the different captains. So this is who Jay is. This is Captain Jay, the Heldenhammer, which is that ship over there.
Right there.
Yeah, that ship right there.
Big ass hammer in the front.
And he's got an ally. Look at this badass pirate queen captain, Swordfish. That's going to be that. She captains that ship over there. And then he has various other people that can join him. The Flaming Scimitar, Grimnar's Thunder, the Sea Drake. See various races. This is me, Captain Angry Joe, and this is the notorious Bloodbreather, who is stalking the seas, coming in and out of the mists. And the Grand Alliance he's really been notorious in just raiding and killing everybody. So the Grand Alliance decided to put together their greatest seamen to go out and destroy him. Here are all of his buddies. I'm going to have this guy join me in the scenario that we're playing, the Curse of Xandri. But there's also Scabrous, Shade Wrath, with this weird, like, flying ghost ship, like the Flying Dutchman. That's cool. The Black Kraken. And so we're going to go ahead and start with Scenario 2, the captive in the Citadel. The first scenario was basically just the two captains against each other, the Heldenhammer versus the Bloody Reaper. And it's got a little story here that they were just kind of trading blows, feeling each other out. And it's mainly showing you how to navigate. Now, we don't know how to navigate, so expect us to probably slam into some rocks here.
Maybe, yeah.
So we're going straight into the captain of the Citadel. And I can, here's how you set that one up. And I can read you the little story here that sets that up. We'll get the overhead cam here. I'm going to show up at the end of turn 2, one of my ships. The other of my ship is going to show up at the end of turn 3. What Jay has to do is there's this captain right here, and she's currently fighting at this,
she's
this
in the
fortress in this black keep. And she needs to get the hell out of there and then board her ship and take off. But in order for her to do that, Jay needs to show up and put some damage into it. Yeah. And then once he puts some damage into it, she can jump on her ship. And all she needs to do is get off the board's edge.
Get off the table.
So it's basically just a quick tutorial scenario. And my ships have to stop her before she can.
Yep.
So we'll see how this goes. Do a brief overview. It's 4 phases, actually 5. Initiative, status, fate. I think this is where the more controversial one happens. It's a little too random for people. And then action, and then the end phase. In the end phase, you just check victory. Most of the shit happens in the
Put this card in play. Whilst this card is in play, all command checks have a -1 modifier.
Ah, shit.
Okay, roll a d6 in each status phase. On a 3+, this card is discarded.
Okay, so go ahead and put it right in front of you in the C so that we know that that is currently, what's the title of the card again?
Wail of the Banshee.
So Banshees are screaming loud.
And it looks like the wind speed is at 5.
After we do that, the second player does the same. Can you draw me a card and I'll read it? Cackling winds. So not only are there banshees screaming, but the winds are cackling.
So do we add the wind? We add the wind together, right?
Yeah, well, I think so. Put this card into play. While this one is in play, randomly determine the wind's gauge position at the beginning of each warship's action phase. Oh, brother.
Wow.
Would you like to issue an order? And in this game,
Every player has a card of 5 order cards, and Jay can issue an order, any of these orders he likes. However, because there are banshees screaming, he'll get a -1 to his roll. So anything between 6 and 12 inches is medium, so that's going to need a 5+ hit. Broadside to help out your... What's the chick's name?
Something. I got 1.
1 hit.
Badoosh.
All right, target takes armor saves. Okay, 4+ to block this. I've rolled 3 1s in a row.
That's good.
I have rolled 3 1s in a row now.
No blocky for you.
The first wind, the second wind, and my armor save. 1 damage has been taken on the Citadel.
And I need 2 damage to release her, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Phase 3, fate card. Draw a fate card. Yeah. And then I draw a fate card. I don't like that. All right, so here we go. The fate. Wrath of the Sea Giant. Place the Sea Giant auxiliary card in play. Yes! Its slimy flesh, ravaged by the curse of the undead, rears up out of the water to attack intruders. See page 43. Well, then why you have a card, you bastard?
Yeah.
I control the sea monster, and then, so I'm... have you gone yet?
No.
No, because
No,
this is the
this is the
beginning.
beginning,
So we got to
yeah.
wait for that. We
All
got to
right.
wait for my sea monster activation
Okay.
phase.
So
Go ahead.
the next fate card is a status Curse of the Undead Mariner. This one will have a status of -1 to the modifier. So also we have to
Well,
change
nobody knows what this one is. What is this one?
the swordfish
Okay.
captain will have a
-1.
-1 modifier.
To not be
at
attacked
least.
by it.
And then turn. This way.
All right, if you will place him 2 inches away from you, because I'm going to have the sea monster go its full move.
So don't I shoot first and then you move?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Actually,
so let me
sorry.
shoot first. And that's gonna be. Is it the third one? Is it the
Yeah. Well, looks like third band.
no, it's still
Second
in
base?
second. Yeah.
Okay. 6 dice, hitting on 5s. Broadside!
1. Oh
One.
my god.
Well, if I save this with a 4+, Citadel holds. If not, the Citadel explodes, releasing the badass chick captain.
Ah.
What? What? How am I rolling so many ones?
Thank you.
Boom!
Big fire.
The Citadel's walls are breached. Captain Salt Spite. Once this occurs, she rejoins her warship in that turn's end phase.
Okay, so she can't move till the next turn.
Can't move till the next turn.
Yeah.
She's ready to go. Okay, I'm firing into chick captain's ship before she starts moving. I got here just in time, in the nick of time, and firing a broadside. That's 4 dice. 4 dice at 8 inches, so that's medium range. Hitting on. Here we go. So I needed 5, so we got 2
Take
hits.
the fucking cards. I'll take 2 cards,
Hey.
which I just did. All right, so I got wheel and speed. My speed goes down by 1 from 11 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
The warship for the wheel, the warship's wheel has been jammed in place. Roll a d6 on a 1, 2, or 3. The warship may only change heading to the port whilst it has its card on a 4 or 5 ship. You can only change to the starboard.
Okay.
So, all right, that's kind of flavorful. I like that.
Yeah. Well, damage cards are, been in X-Wing, and it's been
So-
in Star Wars Armada. What is the date of X-Wing's release and Armada's release?
Turn this way.
I like the turn gauge. It's
I
very
do love
easy.
the turn gauge. That's my favorite part of this whole game.
Yeah. Very simple.
6. Got you.
Good. My armor value on this ship is a 5+.
All right, here we go.
I
One.
miss with another
Another
one.
one. I love 'em.
Give me a damage card.
Here's your damage card, good sir.
I don't know how
I
many
hope you
ones that
sink.
is. Hull. Take 1 hull damage.
Oh, 2012 was X-Wing.
Yeah, so this game predates X-Wing and Armada with these damage cards.
Yeah.
Holy shit, one of the best mechanics of those games are the damage cards, and this game predated it.
What is Raking Fire? Hold on.
No.
No. You gotta go.
I
You can
actually
go 3 more.
forward,
Yeah, go 3 more.
and do raking. Yeah, I'll just go slam into me because aha! You see what I'm doing?
Yep.
I'm forcing a boarding action here, but first I'm gonna rake the shit out of you at close range. This should fucking hurt. The Light of Petra. When firing a broadside, roll a separate bonus broadside die. If the target draws a damage card as a result of this separate dice, it must take a Set Ablaze card to hit. So I'm hitting you on 2s.
Wow.
Yeah,
Because of Raking and Broadside.
because of raking and
first
broadside.
First broad. Yeah.
First broadside. Oh! Damn the fucking Light of Petra. Of course, I
One.
roll a 1.
Eh,
Okay, but this one did hit the
Okay.
fucking light. So draw 1 damage. Oh no, you have to actually save. So save.
yeah. Not a 1.
Okay, so draw 1 damage card for the normal hit.
Okay.
What is it?
It is double crew. Chunk, chunk.
Okay,
Okay.
are all your crew dead?
Ow.
Okay.
Take 2 crew damage.
And
so
how many crew do you have left on that
I've
ship?
got 1.
1 crew left
Yes.
and 2 health, 2 hull left, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if this next card can do it. This is the shot from the fucking Petra. So draw a damage card.
Okay. And speed. Speed takes 1.
Damn it. Okay. So no, you don't blow up.
No.
But you do draw a Set Ablaze, so maybe that will kill you.
All right. So Set Ablaze. The warship is on fire, and uncontrolled conflagration, eating through. Yeah, conflagration. Eating through timber and melting metal. Roll a d6 for each status phase. On a roll of 1 or 2, draw another damage card. A successful repair order specifically allocated to this card allows it to be resolved.
And then you immediately start a boarding action.
Yep.
How we do that is,
Just like we did before with the snakes, right?
yeah, to resolve. But before that, immediately before the main boarding action is fought, the captains of each warship
yeah.
will automatically seek each other out for a duel. It doesn't matter if one of the captains would really rather not take a part, even if the most reluctant combatant is soon forced to fight for his life. To fight a duel, each player rolls a number of d6 equal to their captain's swashbuckling characteristic. So here are the 2 captains fighting, just to show you what they look like. This is his captain. And this is my captain. Okay, those 2 guys are fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, get over here, you wench!
And then I can re-roll 1.
So you got 1 victory.
2 victories.
Oh shit, she's like ducking and dodging. Damn, only 1 victory. That fucking shit helped her.
Yes, it did.
Okay, what happens? If one player has a higher total than the other, she wins the duel, and the opponent captain takes a wound. The first time a captain takes a wound, the owning player takes a wound card and tucks it under the top of the corresponding warship. Now the actual boarding action happens.
Yeah.
I can kill you here.
There you go. Beat that, sucker.
That's 1 victory,
One
right?
yeah.
I just need
You
2
need 1.
victories.
Yeah, well, yeah, 2.
But it'll only draw a damage
Yeah.
card, right?
Yeah.
So you may not die.
Yeah.
We'll see. You may win.
Yeah, 1.
Tied.
It's a tied.
And when you tie, you both draw damage
Yeah.
cards.
Alright.
You take that first one, Jay.
I'll take the first one.
I'll take the second one.
And take the second one.
And
Oh, my mascot. Ship's mascot. The warship's beloved mascot has been killed.
Ha
The crew
ha!
fight harder to avenge his death.
Oh shit,
The
that's a good
warship
thing.
and its captain have a +1 modifier on all the rolls.
I like that cool
Yeah.
little thing.
Yeah,
So-
that's kind of cool.
I actually like some of these mechanics,
Yeah, some of these
but
aren't
I
too bad.
absolutely hate others.
Yeah, some of the cards are like, whatever, but
Keel. The warship's keel or center line is broken. Each time this warship changes heading with the hard port or hard starboard order, on a 4+, the warship will draw damage cards. Well, I will never use that order because I don't want that bad effect to happen. But you crushed our keel. Cool. The wind speed is 7,
right.
so I must
You have to go
at
7.
minimum go 7.
Yeah.
Fuck. No, because the wind is still technically
No, 'cause-
affecting only my side.
No, because the arc. See his arc. You're in the wind.
But look at how these are two completely
yeah.
different things, right?
I can't even see which is which. There, see, look, look right there. Yep, you're in it. You gotta go 7.
Isn't that crazy? Like how you can kind of manipulate things.
Get a piece of paper. Do it.
Yeah, okay, I'll go 7. I mean, I don't really care, but I like looking at these mechanics to see. It's like how many arguments would this cause in against players that are like no. So 7, woo, flying. I like that this. I like that this game has that comes with this, but I don't like that it's a single sheet. You know, it's clear that the neoprene mats have been discovered to be a superior.
But how do you
way
get
to
one of
do
these
the
big
math.
sheets in a fucking box?
Right.
That's the other
neoprene mat, right.
conundrum.
Yeah, they want to just boom,
Yeah.
and it kind of actually makes waves too, even though
Yeah, when
that
it's wrinkly,
subtracts
which I hate.
a half a centimeter
I
or
like-
what?
I don't like
You like it flat?
I like it flat.
All right.
Gets my OCD
Well,
going.
I guess I get a moral victory here, and we'll just broadside you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck you. I'm just gonna rake your ass.
I don't care.
I know.
I don't like this game.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. I don't like it either. I like some parts. Of
I
it,
like some parts of it.
but-
I like
but
the
it's
flavor.
Generally a fail.
I like the flavor.
Mhm.
Yeah, the mechanics are
Alright.
too clunky. Yeah, I like that.
Only one hit.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I got my crew. That's fine. They suck anyway.
Yeah, and it only gets worse if it's a full fleet battle. Because
Oh man, I can't
could
even
you imagine
think
all
about
those
it.
cards that say at each ship
Yeah.
status effect?
Yeah.
So, whoa, what?
Yeah.
Because there's like 5
each
ships
phase
each side.
And there's 20 phases or
No, there's only 6 turns.
Yeah. Well,
but
phases
those
in one
static
turn.
cards that affect each ship would get fired off.
Well, right.
At the beginning of each boarding action subphase. Captains, let's go.
All right.
So my captain again, swashbuckling 4 dice. You have 3 dice where you get
Yeah,
to
yeah,
reroll 1.
Yeah.
And it's
There's
5s and 6s.
one. There's 1 and
Oh, now I'm fucking you up. I won 3.
oh
So take 1 damage, or take a flesh wound,
yeah.
which is just the
The 1 card.
wound card, but the top of it is revealed.
Flesh wound. Yeah.
So I got you back, bitch. And now we do the
Command
actual,
checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
-1 to your command check. But my crew of 4 versus your crew of 3. Or no, your crew
1.
of 1. So here's where I'll win. 5 and 6s.
Yeah.
You failed.
Nothing.
If I get 1, 5, or 6, then the Dreadfleet wins. God damn it! Can it not be so merciful?
Oh, man.
I was hoping for mercy.
I was waiting for it. I was like, wait.
hoping for mercy
Yeah, well,
and to
whatever.
end it. Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, then we go into the final turn because is there only 5 turns or are there 6?
I thought it was 5.
I'll double check. The game lasts for 6 turns. All right, let's roll for initiative.
I get initiative. Yay. 6. I'll take it.
Take it.
Yeah.
There's too much bullshit going on, but let's play the game
All right.
as
All right.
directed.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Roll 2d6.
All right.
This is what actually happens. 2d6, my friend. 2d6.
2?
Yes.
What?
That's why it's dumb as
5.
fuck.
So 5 fate cards.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2,
Apply any spell cards and discard the rest. Are there any
3,
spells?
4. I think there's this one. 4 and 5.
How many spells did you get? Only one spell?
Status remains in play. Yeah.
Okay,
Just
let
one?
me roll real quick.
Are you
Give
fucking
me
serious?
9 fate cards.
All right, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Merry Christmas.
So there's a reason why Dreadfleet was scrubbed from the Games Workshop website. You can't even find any reference to it, even though other out-of-print games you could find reference to. All right, so tell us your spells.
Oh my god.
I got 1,
Wind
2, 3. 3
Okay.
that we're going to resolve.
All right, so this first one is Wind of Ashe. Ashe, the Wind of Magic manifests as searing flame. Blows strong. Each warship must roll a d6 on a roll of a 1. The warship must pass armor or be set ablaze. If so, put a blaze card next to the warship.
All right, this is
Alright.
for my Bloody Reaver. What was it?
A 1 on a 1.
On a 1 it gets set ablaze?
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 3, so I'm fine.
Okay, so this one, my
Held hammer.
Held Hammer. No,
And my other ship, no.
no. And then
It's only a 1.
yeah.
That's lame.
This one, Swordfish. It's already fucking on fire, so it don't matter.
Okay.
And then your. Did you do your last one?
No, I think we need to do yours.
No, your
Yeah, I
other
did.
last ship. Okay.
Yep.
We're good. Then I'm good.
I
No,
thought you said you had 2 spells.
no, I only had 1.
Okay. Here are my 3 spells. Hellfish Swarm. If the Bloody Reaver is in play, yay, it is! Then at the end of its broadside subphase, it may discard this card to target any warship within 18 inches. That warship must fight a separate exclusive boarding action against Hellfish crew. D3. Damage to Hellfish is ignored. Okay, so that's for me.
Yeah.
The Sands of Time. If the Curse of Zandri is in play, it is! Yay! Completely random. Then at the end of any duel that Amonhotep wins against a single enemy captain, he may discard this card to automatically reduce that captain to the mortal wound result.
Ooh.
Does that mean that basically at the end of turn 6 I kill you?
You could,
A
yeah.
mortal wound sounds like a kill to me. Let me see if I just ended the game with that card. Mortal wound. The captain is down and bleeding out, possibly dead. He automatically fails all command checks, cannot participate in duels, and can no longer use a special ability. Okay, so technically your ship can still sail
yeah.
while you're bleeding out. And then finally, Living Tsunami. Ara Center's prayers bring Manan's wrath down on her foes. If the Swordfish in play,
Yep.
it's you. And then at the end of its broadside subphase, it may discard this card to choose a point on the seascape. All warships within D3 D6-inch range take D3 plus 1 hits, roll separately.
Oh my god.
But all of our ships are together,
Yeah.
so you'd just be fucking your
Yeah.
No, because you could place it behind me and then make sure. No, because then you would have to roll randomly and you could accidentally include
Yeah.
one of your ships. But okay, so that's what's going to happen in this turn, and by God, we're going to fucking play it out. So,
I got initiative, right?
yes, you do.
All right, so we're gonna fight over there first, so I can fucking die,
Okay.
and we
so
can call
with
this.
this status, this one,
Well, yeah.
leaving.
Well, you do.
Let's see if I kill you or not.
Yeah.
So here's the captain duel. I only got 1 victory on the captain duel.
You're down by 1. Right? We're both down 1.
This is a captain duel.
Yeah, the swashbuckling is down by 1, so you
All
lose
right.
1 dice.
You're right.
And I'm only
dice.
at 2.
I have no victories.
I can re-roll 1.
You have no victories.
I get 1.
One
Yeah.
victory.
So
I go from a serious wound to a
Yeah.
horrific wound.
Yep.
The captain has suffered a life-threatening wound. His head has been gashed open or one of his limbs has been hacked away. Reduce the captain's swashbuckling by 1 to a minimum of 1 and impose a further -1 penalty to his command check.
Yeah.
Okay, now the actual boarding action.
Yeah.
This is the only opportunity I have to kill you, but you have to draw the
No.
right card.
No.
And I have to roll 5s. I got 2 5s,
Good.
so 2 more damage cards.
Alright.
Please tell me it's a hole.
There's a hole. And
Okay,
then-
are you sure that
Yeah.
the ships don't take damage unless they draw that whole card? 'Cause
That's what it says.
I'll double check it.
Okay, speed. All right.
And speed, so no hull damage.
Unless.
So you still have
Yeah.
3 hull damage.
Yeah,
Or
I
you
s-
have
yeah.
still have 3 wounds, rather.
Yeah, 4 holes. Yeah.
You have 4 hulls.
Yeah, on this one.
It's so hard to destroy these ships. It's just frustrating. But get this, my sea monster finally, Jay.
Yeah.
Let's see what this asshole does. He's been chasing Jay the whole fucking game. He is a sea giant, a titanic sea giant. Its slimy flesh, ravaged by the curse of the undeath, rears up out of the water to attack the intruders. So this has a crew. So we're doing a boarding
Oh, yeah,
action
yeah.
essentially.
I forgot about that.
1.
The Sigmar's
victory.
Wrath. That's not a big deal though.
Fuck
I could,
Sigmar's Wrath.
Well, I could roll when I hit you. I roll a d6 -1, and your warship takes that number of damage cards.
Is that the guy's special or whatever?
Discarding any special cards and applying the rest. Yeah.
All right,
So I was supposed to do
Fuck
that.
it.
Here.
Do it. Let's play the game right.
So 2 cards. You just get 2 cards. If there's any specials in there,
Yeah.
then you throw them away and take the rest.
I took speed damage and crew damage, like I give a shit.
Okay.
Okay. So I got 1 victory with the sea monster.
What?
Roll your crew.
Crew? Okay, 4. I got 1 victory.
We both take 1 damage.
All right, wonderful.
The sea monster has a hull of 3. So
Figurehead. The word figure seriously damaged. Oh my gosh, come on.
is that hull damage?
No, it's a special, so I can't use my.
There
figurehead.
is not enough hull damage in this fucking game.
Yeah. The captain suffers -1 to all their D6 rolls on boarding action. Yeah.
Hull, speed, or crew reduce the corresponding characteristic by 1.
Yeah.
The corresponding characteristic,
Yeah.
not. All right.
And
we've
then
been
you
doing
got
it
the
right.
specials in there. You got the
Yeah.
statuses in there. And
Okay. Did you take?
Yeah.
No, because you didn't take any hull damage. You took.
I took the figurehead, the special,
figurehead
and
damage.
a speed.
So
and
what
a
does the
speed.
figurehead damage do to you? I'm just curious.
It just the captain suffers a morale -1, -1 on modifiers for the next boarding action.
All right. Well, and that will end the 6th turn.
Yeah, thank you.
If both of these events occur before the the Grand Alliance breached the walls was your first objective.
Yeah.
In which you actually did breach the walls. You blew this up, and your captain chick jumped in and then fucking hauled ass to try to get out. I stopped her, right?
Yep.
So the fundamentals are there, and then the swordfish must leave one of the escape edges. If this doesn't happen by the end of 6th turn, the Dreadfleet player wins.
Yeah.
Yay! I won the worst games. Oops.
Yeah.
Yay! I won the worst Games Workshop game. Yay!
Yeah.
It's too randomized.
It's very randomized and it's very clunky. I think. All right. So what I was saying was, I think it's too randomized, too much random happenings going on, and then it's too clunky. It's not for someone to pick up in a couple hours and play and throw down.
It's just bad game design.
It's very bogged down. I mean,
You
there's
don't
a
know who
lot
it's
of,
for.
Yeah.
If it was for kids, because it's so randomized and it's fun, it's like, oh, look at these sea creatures
Yeah.
are climbing aboard. I love all that thematic shit, but you have to balance it in a way where it's not just, slows the game to a crawl.
There's a lot of rules in here that you got to keep track of. There's a lot of bloat. You know, it's like
The bloat is ridiculous.
it is.
Look at
There's
this.
so much.
Look at all the cards that this ship achieved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like fucking 8 cards over here, and I only really took 1 damage because I only have 1 hull damage card in all of this.
And then this ship
2 hull damage.
This ship didn't take any
3.
damage, but if we go through the damage deck, it's sunk. It's dead.
And I've got 6 hull here, so
You know?
yeah.
What kind of shit is that?
So basically, it takes forever to kill. It's just not fun.
No,
It's not fun.
no. I wanted out of this game.
This is the
Turn 3.
So I might actually agree that it is the worst Games Workshop game that I've played.
Yeah.
So let's run it down. So
Okay.
components. So first, price. The price is actually not that bad by today's standards.
Yeah.
As things got more expensive, it's kind of in line with a box set,
Yeah.
right? And I actually like the idea that you buy a self-contained box, everything is there, you play 12 scenarios, you're good.
Yeah.
If it was a good game. Maybe that's not what Games Workshop players want. They want it expanded constantly if they're going
Right.
to invest in a system like that. But I didn't mind that. And
It's
I
a
wish
one-off
this
game,
didn't
yeah.
fail so that we could have seen other one-off games. But this game failed and it scared them off. Number 2, what do you feel about price?
Price, no. You get everything you need to play. You get a lot of nice cards. You get a nice rule book. You
Bunch
get a
of
lot of
ships.
nice terrain. Nice terrain. I think the price point is fair. It's
Okay.
good.
Components, love them.
Yeah.
Games Workshop, Citadel miniatures, they're beautiful, especially if you fucking paint them up, and you never really got to see all these other ones here, so I'm actually going to feature these other ones right now so that you can see them, because I don't want to play this again. So, there's what these look like. Those are some of the rest of them on the Dreadfleet side. Here's some of them on the Grand Alliance side. You got like an Eldar or an elf
Yeah.
kind of thing, some dwarf kind of things.
Yeah, a
and then you
magic
got
one,
all of
yeah.
these cool auxiliaries.
Little tokens. You got a dragon, a dwarf like blimp thing.
Very cool. So the components, great. Now we go to the rules. That's
Yeah.
where it falls apart.
I'm done.
What's say one positive thing about the rules? Turn. I like the turns. The little turn counter, and you turn. But other C games, every single C game has that.
Yeah.
And they do it just the same. So
Yeah, I like the 45 degree. That was great. That
turning
helps
thing?
out. Yeah, the turn. That's about it.
I do like the idea of the captains dueling,
Yeah, but
but the implementation is not that good.
there's no reward or deterrent to either of the captains.
Right.
It's, okay, I lost, so what? I
Yeah.
get flesh wound.
Yeah.
Okay, I lost again 4 times.
I got another
I'm
flesh
mortally
wound.
wounded, so what? Okay.
-1 to my
Yeah,
command
who-
check. I
who
don't
really
care
cares?
because yeah.
Yeah, there's no big bad thing that happens to you if you die.
Now, if the captain dies, or you lose additional crew, or the ship is immobilized, that kind of stuff makes it quicker
Yeah.
to play, and you can get into another one. You can do another one. The ships take too long to kill, so it kind of drags out.
Yeah.
That's why games are overly bloated. The biggest problem is having a phase where you draw 2 fate cards,
Yeah.
one
One
for
of
me,
them
one
is
for you, and
more
a
than enough.
lot of the text on the fate cards bloat the game even longer. One of them was like, draw 2d6 worth of fate cards and resolve all of the ones that say spell on it.
Yeah.
It's like
For each player. It's like
for each player. That's like that card should have never made it past the play testing. And so the fate phase bloats. The fate actually takes longer figuring things out and moving the wind and shit.
When so many things to track.
It
so
blows.
many things to track.
And then the final thing is the actual firing and broadsides. That is average at best.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
fine.
to hit, to wound, raking fire,
saving,
but that's in
yeah.
every naval
Yeah.
game, so you don't get anything for that.
No.
You know, it doesn't feel super unique or something.
No.
So, for Dreadfleet, what would you give this out of 10? I think I would. It's definitely below average. There's no way it's 5, because that's average on my scale.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this is like it purely for the components, the kind of universe. I could maybe give it a 2, maybe. There's so many problems with the rules.
Yeah.
I don't want to play the other scenarios.
Yeah, no.
There's 12 scenarios. The first scenario is nothing. It's just
We're
2 ships fighting.
Boxing it up, we're putting way in the
Burning
back.
God, yeah.
This is a one-off for me. I love.
So I want to know. Since we're never playing this again,
Yeah.
I want to know out of 10.
So I do. Like you said, I like everything else about this. The visuals, the history, the lore, all that stuff is awesome.
Yeah.
But it's just it's painful to play.
The system got
the system is just too much to track, especially if we're just trying to get it in.
It's so weird. It feels like a first-time game designer, and then he wasn't checked by anybody
Yeah.
at Games Workshop.
I think it's probably the opposite. It was a long-time game designer. I want to throw this in there. I want to throw this in there. I want to throw this in there, and all these things will match up and if I can play it well. No.
It's written by Phil Kelly. This is back when they were actually putting the names on who
Yeah.
writes the rules.
And giving
They don't
people
do that
credit.
anymore,
Giving people
and
credit.
I hate that. I want Games Workshop to give people credit again.
Yeah, but in my book, I'm right there with you. About a 2, maybe
Yeah.
maybe a 3, just because some
Maybe
of the
if
stuff
there
is
was
cool.
a
nice to
scenario
look
in
at.
here that's not quite with 5 ships each, but not quite. I actually think this might be one of the better scenarios. It's like
Yeah.
thematic, and then and we still.
Yeah, it is really thematic. They're fighting in the Citadel. They got to escape, and yeah.
It can't get any higher than a 3 from us.
Yeah.
And that's kind of counting all the stuff around the game system that we like, the components, the universe, the averageness of some of the game mechanics. I will say the one thing that was cool is that, like, the ship damage system, it's just got way better in X-Wing and Armada. They took
Yeah.
that system and made it far better.
You should have damage to the ship and
the
still
ship.
these special cards.
And then special effects
Yeah,
on top
on
of that.
top of that, yeah.
That would fix a lot. You remove the fate phase and you fix the ship damage,
Or
and you
even-
can make this a quick little fucking
Yeah.
thing that's beer and pretzels, and it's fun,
Yeah.
and it's geared towards kids and things.
I understand what they're trying to do with the fate, but it was too much.
Too
Maybe
much.
one card.
One
you
card
know,
would have
per
been better.
round or whatever. Or
If you're going
one
for
card, or have a possibility of a card to come up. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yes.
with you on that. So, like, the bones are, it's like this is the first draft.
Yeah.
And then you iterate this thing 3 times, and then you might have something.
Yeah.
But I totally understand. I understand the people that were upset that it wasn't Man of War 2, because I'm upset that it wasn't Man of
Yeah.
War 2.
And I think that probably would have been a
And that
better
it's a
way
bad
to go.
system, and that and that it costs a lot. So
Yeah.
I get it. But the components are cool. Maybe I can use some of these ships in my Man of War game.
Yeah.
And I could definitely use the terrain in my Man of War game. But because I invested a lot in it, I actually have 2 copies of Dreadfleet.
Oh my
I
God.
bought one, and I was like, I'll assemble and paint it, and then I was like, fuck that. I just bought the painted set. So I'm going to have to sell that other one to
Yeah.
some unsuspecting person.
Yeah.
And
Hey, try
then-
this. It's good.
Yeah, no, I won't do it. But yeah, I can probably use some of these components in Man of War, which we played earlier in the year with our buddy Ray, and everybody enjoyed it. We really liked it, and God bless Ray and rest his
Yeah.
soul. And I would like to play Man of War again, and maybe we'll use some of these miniatures
Yeah.
in it. But pass on Dreadfleet.
Let's go back to the future.
There's a reason why they scrubbed it from the website.
Let's go back to the future.
Let's go back to the future.
I need some 40Ks.
Yeah.
40
10th edition is
something.
on its
40.
way.
I need 40,000 universe.
All right, guys. Thank y'all very much for watching. We appreciate you. I fucking love Warhammer Wednesdays and
Yeah.
hanging out with you guys. Thank you very much to Trist Time, our
Thanks,
local rules master here on Warhammer Wednesday. If you want to, for whatever reason, torture yourself, you can check out Frontline Gaming, who may have this in stock. I hope they don't have it in
No,
stock.
I doubt they did.
Because that's
I doubt
where-
anybody does.
that's where we're going to get some of our stuff
Yeah.
at a good % off of MSRP. We buy it, and they have terrain, mats, everything that you're looking for if you want to get into tabletop. We just
Yeah.
recommend not this one.
Not this one.
All right, guys.
Yeah, thanks,
See you on
Logan,
the
too.
next Angry Joe Show. Bye.
Later, everybody.